reported today in The Verge. Lordstown Motors wants to avoid the carnage of other EV startups. One of the stranger dramas that's played out during Donald Trump's presidency is that of the former General Motors factory in Lordstown, Ohio. In a bid to cut costs and move away from sedans, GM announced in 2018 that it was closing the plant, along with two others, and laying off its workers there. Trump scorned the automaker over the decision, that is, until, in May 2019, GM decided to sell it to a struggling electric truck startup called Workhorse. All of a sudden, it was great news for Ohio, Trump tweeted, breaking the news. Except it wasn't exactly Workhorse that was buying the plant. Workhorse has been in trouble over the last 2 years, despite having previously secured deals to supply electric and electric-assisted commercial vans to companies like Ryder and UPS. It's one of 4 companies in the running to build the United States Postal Service's new generation of mail trucks, but its business has come to something of a standstill as it awaits the results of that bid. Instead, Workhorse's founder and former CEO Steve Burns started a new company called Lordstown Motors, and that company is what will build electric pickup trucks at the former GM factory. But it won't be just any electric truck. Lordstown Motors plans to build a simple electric work truck that's based on intellectual property developed by Workhorse for its own pickup, the W15, a project that had stalled out as Workhorse started to run out of money. Burns paid Workhorse $15.8 million to license the IP, according to documents filed with regulators this week, and his former company will also earn 1% of each truck sold by Lordstown. Burns explained this whole situation in a bit more detail during a recent phone interview with The Verge. He said creating a new company will make it easier to take on the $450 million he thinks Lordstown Motors needs to reconfigure the GM factory and get the pickup, called Endurance, into production, especially since Workhorse is publicly traded and its investment options are more limited. He explained why he's pursuing the same Department of Energy's Advanced Technology Vehicles Manufacturing loan that helped put Tesla on the map a decade ago, despite the fact that no one has received money from the program since 2011. He also believes that starting out with a factory will help Lordstown avoid the carnage that other EV startups, like Faraday Future, Ceres, formerly SF Motors, or even to some extent Lucid Motors, have encountered on their own rocky paths to production. This interview has been lightly edited for clarity. You said you were considering hiring some of the UAW workforce that was in the plant before. But last I read, you hadn't actually had any talks with them yet. Is that something that's still on the table? We have info more on this story, visit the news article link.